Hi, I thought today I'd show you how to make a mobile using a old CD. Although you don't need to use this CD, you could just use some strong card, because with the CD you have to try and make the holes. I mean, that's fine if you've got the tools for it. And I've got my chomper here. But if you didn't have the tools, you could just use, like I say, a big strong piece of card and a pocket hole, a nail or something to make the holes with. So yeah, CD I like the idea of, and I'm going to choose the design from this scrapbook paper. I'm trying to go through all my craft stash and see what I can actually make using the things that I've got, because I'm doing this craft fair, so I'll be showing you things that I have been making, or give you demos of what things I've been making if I think, oh yeah, that's nice, I like that. Anyway, so I'm going to choose some nice papers. This is like the antique, well, not that actually. There's some really pretty papers at the back here, which I'm going to cut some hearts out, and I'm going to cut out for the piece of card here, so it's all matching. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Now, it's easy enough to cut hearts and circles out, but I am going to use my slice, which I like. I think it's really good. It's not better than a Cricut. I wouldn't say I'd replace my Cricut, but for like one-offs, I just get my Cricut mat and cut out my shapes that I want. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is cut out all my papers, which I've been organised and done. So all I've done is drawn around the paper, the CD, and cut it out into my choice of paper that I want here. So that's what I've done with that. And then I've cut out hearts. Now the hearts are 4 inches across. So I've cut out 4 of these, but doubled them. So I've cut out 8 altogether, because I want 4 on each mobile. And I want the smaller hearts to go with it as well, to match. I didn't have enough paper on this design to match the little heart up with it, which is a shame, because I would have liked it all matching. So I've cut 8 out of these again, and these are 2.5 inches across, just to get the diameter, the size comparison of what you're going to be needing. So when you've cut all that out, what you want to be doing then is attaching them with this jewellery, monofilament, well, you can even use fishing wire, and then string all your beads on, and make it look nice and pretty. You're going to be wanting ribbons and flowers and anything that you think that could decorate your mobile with. But I'll get cracking and stringing some beads on and making this. I'll try and give you a demo, but I'm not a jewellery maker, so it's going to take a long time to show, with my eyesight and my dexterity with stringing beads, but I'll try and show you how I'll go along on the way. Anyway, join me in the next part of the video then. Bye for now. Hi. Well, I've made a start on it. Haven't finished it yet. I've just decorated the outside of it. Found that trim there, and found these little crocheted flowers which I'd bought and put them in my stash, never knowing what I'd use them for, but I knew one day I would use them. And I've attached the centre dangly by using 2 beads and a couple of crimp beads either end. So I've made a couple of the danglers, and that's basically by putting a few beads on, sticking the heart on in a rose, again with another couple of beads with a larger heart, again another couple of beads, but obviously this is going to be your design, so you can choose what colour beads and whatever you do with it. and I seem to have gone mad on these little angels, and I thought I'd stick one on the end there. Now you are going to get kind of tangled up, so what I've done, decided I'm just going to make the danglers first, and the best way to do that is actually attach it to your board or whatever. I don't know if you can see that. So I've attached it and I've started stringing my beads on. So I'll string my beads on, put a crimp bead there to stop it from sliding up, put whatever beads that I want on, put another crimp bead on. Now if I was to give you the demo of putting these crimp beads on, it would be more like a comedy show than a demonstration, so I'm going to leave that one for you. So then I put the hearts on and vice versa. Now what I'm going to do, so because I want to try and keep it all level, is I've started again with my beads, and I'm using my board as kind of a grid to see where my next heart will go. So what I'll do is I will just show you how I put my hearts on. It's not very difficult. This is PVA glue. Actually, it's gone a bit dry at the moment, but PVA glue, and basically you just make sure the ends are dry. Make sure the ends aren't dry. Make sure they're all nice and wet with glue, because you want them to stick together. Like this. Right, so put that aside. And to get it nice and central, like I say, I've used, and I'll put that under there like that. This monofilament you can't see, so it's a little bit difficult for me to do. So then I'm going to put the monofilament over across the heart inside, and then put the other piece on top, like so, making sure it's nice and central. I'll get rid of that, then you might be able to see something. Right, so making sure it's nice and central, and it's going from the middle of the heart and coming out the tip. And then these little craft pegs are ideal to just peg it in place until it's dry. So what I'll do next is I will get a crimp bead. Let's have a look. I'll get a crimp bead, thread that on, and it doesn't go up my nails, and make sure that this is nice and level, and you can always move this heart up a little tiny bit if need be, because you want to try and get everything in its place. So we'll start with that there, so that's nice and level with that. Put your crimp back on, your peg back on, stop it from curling over, like so, and then just crimp your crimp bead, like that's nice and straight there. Follow this line there, and that's where my next lot of beads are going to go. So about there, I'm going to start threading my next lot of beads on. I did start with bead covers, crimp bead covers, but they're not the best things to use. So the only problem with these beads is that the holes are pretty large, so my crimp beads were flat. The crimps were falling through the hole, so I needed to put these crimp beads on. But if you can find another little bead that won't stop it going up the hole, then I suggest you do that. So what I'm going to do now is continue threading on my beads and sticking my hearts on, and I'll show you how I get on from there. Right, so what I've done so far is I've attached the danglers to the actual disc, and how I've done that, I mean, it's very difficult for me to show you because I've only got so long on this video, and to be honest it's too long. So I've threaded it through, and I've used bead caps and this E6000 glue, and I've crimped, threaded the bead wire through and crimped the top of it, so it should hold. And it's pretty good stuff, this glue is, and plus the crimp bead as well should keep it in place. I've also added a centre chain, and with little pink bows, and little angels there again. And also I've added the centre dangly is this bead here. I made these in me bead charms and I had a couple left over, so I thought I'd use it on this. I'll show you it hung up when it's dry. I've just found this really quite nice to do, and probably the next one that I'm going to do, so it's still a little bit wet. The next one I'm going to do is probably moons and stars. You can do all kinds, couldn't you? Yeah, you can do all kinds of themes to it, but the next one I shall do is moons and stars. So I'll hang this up and I'll just show you, because you can't really see it like this, but I'll hang it up and then I'll show you what it looks like, and then if you like it, have a go at making it. Okay, join me next bit of the video. Hi, well here's the little mobile. I've really enjoyed making this, that's why I thought I'd share it with you, and I especially love these little angels. They look so pretty, especially when the sun catches them. It's a shame really that I can't show it you up against the window, but it just goes dark. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little project, and thanks for joining me. Bye then.